coach, and I wanted to basically, work with the kids in the weight room, and that's how I started when I went back to St. Joe. I was in the weight room doing my lifting, and one of the assistant coaches, Frank Moose Lasasso, he passed a couple years ago, said to Chuck Donnie, he said, "Hey Chuck," he said, "why don't you get Sacco on the staff here? He's always with the kids training. He knows what he was doing." And, I was probably 19 years old, 20 years old. So I started with the weight room. I ran the weight room for him the whole time. And from there, I never stopped,
This room smells like work. I could smell the work in here.
I wish you were here because see that wall there? All our championship things.
We're
this
here.
Wall, you can see where we took them down. This wall here was we had 20 state championships.
Jeez.
And we had a run of 8 straight. Then we had a hiatus. 2 years we didn't win it. Then we won 7 straight. Then we had another year we didn't win it. So there was a period of time that we had won 15 state championships out of like 17, 18 years. And then things started to dwindle here with the enrollment going down, the closing of the school. But this whole wall here was basically all the collages that my wife put together, all the articles and stuff like that, the pictures and stuff.
Oh, you got some stuff here. You got the old horse stall mats. That's how I started, which is they're an inch thick. Great.
One of my coaches at the time helped me put them in, but this is from the season, and
Great to see it.
J.D. Lorenzo was a 3-year starter at University of Sacred Heart, and he took an extra year, went to Rutgers, started for him this year, and he has 6 or 8 NFL. I always wanted to end up with one player made the NFL.
Yes.
We've had a couple that got in there. We had a couple going Canadian, but he might be the guy for what he has done in his college career, and he left me a beautiful message, probably 5 minutes long, on what I meant to him. And I'm getting a lot of that now from the former players.
Right.
You don't realize until I guess it's over that you did touch a number of lives. Not everybody.
Right.
People that didn't make an all-star team, didn't go Division I, didn't get enough touchdowns, didn't get enough playing time. So, but there's so many people that have reached back to me now, and
Very good. All right, I'm going to shut it down.
I've been using this one all the time. A champion is someone who gets up even when they can't.
Yeah. I mean, all these quotes are, these things look like they've been here for a while, faded out from the sun.
I got them up at the University of Delaware Football Clinic many years ago. I called my wife. I borrowed somebody's phone. I said, "Hey, I'm going to buy all these things." I said, "I have my credit card." And I bought so many of these things. And, I don't know what will happen here now. Winners never quit. That's one of the things we put in our scouting report on the back page all the time, what team means. And I think a lot of kids have gotten away from the team thing. It's more, the me thing. And, we would say to kids, it's we before me.
Oh, yeah.
And,
we before me, we, not me. Absolutely. This is an interesting bar. It looks like it was
the Canberra bar.
Welded.
I got this. I'm trying to think. I was struggling with my bench press when I'm within the 148s. I was stuck at always at 280, 300. Finally got 315 with the use of a shirt. First time ever.
Yeah.
Somebody lent me a shirt at the South Jersey Championships at Wade's Gym. It was a big old barn by the bowling alley on Delsea Drive. And guy said, "Here, I got an extra shirt, put it on." I'm like, "What the heck is this?" And I ended up putting it on. I got 315. So I said, "Can I use it on my last rep?" And it was a turquoise shirt. Really didn't fit me the way they fit, And I ended up doing 325. And then another guy that was there and said, "Hey, try the Canberra bar." So I started using that. But
who made that guy? This Canberra bar looks like it has like a thin diameter. It looks like somebody welded this for you.
I couldn't tell you made that, but I'll tell you one thing.
Where did you get it from? Do you remember?
I don't remember where I got that. That goes way back. But I mean, the bar comes down all the way
Stretch,
here. And in all honesty, I stopped using because I said to myself, this can't be good for my shoulders.
It'll crush the shoulders.
I had my shoulder, AC joint done, the rotor cuff done, and now I'm 31 months out from the rotor cuff, massive tear, 7 anchors, something I never had. Until today, I can't even bench 200 anymore. I'm at 160. I'm trying. My brother's.
Do you know the band bell bar?
No.
You know Jimmy Seitzer?
I heard of him.
Yeah. So I have a band bell bar, and you put weights on it, but it's like you don't feel it in the joint like you do with the. We got to get you on.
I'm fine with the bar. I'm fine with the 135, but as soon as it comes down, and my brother shows me my X-rays from the surgery, he goes, listen, the other tear was a small tear. Okay, this one was massive. Benching, doing 225 for reps, and couldn't get the last one in, and kind of, because I can't reach on most of the benches.
Right.
And I said, man, something wrong with my shoulder. And I let it go. And he said, listen, you're never going to, I was going to get a shoulder replacement. They talked me out of that, Rothman. And I wish I would have gotten it done because now there's a guy out in Maryland doing shoulder replacements. And, I'm getting videos of guys after 4 months after, they're benching 215, 275 for reps.
Maybe you got to make a phone call.
My wife says, no, you're not lifting. You're not competitive lifting. So I'm using dumbbells.
Yeah, the dumbbells are great. This bench even interesting, like pad a little wider and thicker. It's interesting to see some of the older stuff.
I picked these all up. The red ones were from Joe Gatto's gym.
It says right here, Atlas, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yep. So he, bought this stuff from him. He donated some stuff to us, and this was his equipment over in the shopping center. It was a little gym, and now, he's pretty much oversees Adrenaline Fitness. And the one guy that's I met the other day said that he came to you. His name's Chris Scott. He retired from the state police. Said he went through you.
Oh, went through what, the certification?
Yes.
I wonder if
He just retired 1 month. He's got 1 more month state police.
He may have gone to a seminar. I would have remembered him if he did a.
Yeah, I guess he's in his 50s, maybe. Looks like he's in good shape. And stuff like that. So
Nice. Well, it's beautiful here. We're gonna. Any closing words, Coach? Closing words for coaches, athletes before we shut this down.
Yeah, I think no matter what sport you coach, I don't care if it's pickleball, I don't care if it's table tennis, whatever it may be, all kids should learn to train at an age of, by 7th and 8th grade. That's where we always start our kids, so that they have a foundation when they get to high school. And it's a good foundation, but I don't think you can get it off of just watching videos. I think you got to experience it yourself.
You got to do it.
You don't have to be a power lifter like myself. I was fortunate to compete for 31 years, and I got a late start in it. I went to a couple bench press meets at 23, 24 years old, and then somebody said, why don't you go to Oceanside Gym in Pleasantville? And I met a guy named Tommy Eisman, and it went from there. My first meet in powerlifting, I was 25 years old. So a lot of the kids I've trained, they competed at 15, 16. So I got a late start, and I think that's what carried me. My last meet, I was 54 years of age, and, then after the brain hemorrhage, I still want to come back if I could tomorrow. If you ask me, what would be one thing you want to do? Let me get back on that platform.
It's amazing, the love for powerlifting.
My wife said it's a no-win situation because you're going to get on that platform, and maybe you'll get a 405 deadlift, maybe you'll get a 350 squat, and maybe you'll get a 250 bench, and you'll come home aggravated, even though you won your age bracket, because you'll say, well, it was only 10 years ago. I did 620, and I did 385 bench, and I did this, and I did that. Those times are past, but I like to look back on it.
It's great memories. Speaking of memories, while you're talking and mentioning people that taught you, did you have a favorite early days bodybuilding or powerlifting book? Back when I always say people don't read books anymore, they just look at videos. Did you have a favorite book Strength training book?
Not a training book. I always,
Powerlifting USA.
Powerlifting USA.
Yep.
And I try to get my, I was fortunate to lift against some big time lifters, Angelo Bertinelli.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, Rick Wheel, stuff like that. And I actually went to a meet where he was there, and I was petrified because his opening bench was like 426,
Right.
and mine was like 345. But then when I saw what his opening squat and dead was, I said, I'm going to be fine.
Okay.
And I ended up winning. And I'm like, how did I beat somebody like that? I mean, this guy is known all over the world.
Right. Some guys were
Joey
like...
Caruso from up your way, a police officer.
Okay.
At 165, 461 bench with no shirt.
Whoa.
With a shirt on, I think he did close to 600. I'm thinking to myself, thank God that they couldn't do bench and squat. They would come in and do token lifts. So, but Powerlifting USA was something that was very important to me. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Sacco. This was awesome, and we'll talk to you soon.